Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Omega Monday, what I'm going to eat today. Welcome to my channel. This is where I show you how I lost 145 pounds with an animal-based ketogenic way of eating that just seems to work for me. Okay, so as I said, we are doing another Omega Monday. If you have no idea what an Omega Monday is, it's all about the seafood, not just sardines. We're mixing it all up. I'm going to provide some links below of last week's Omega Monday, as well as last week's live stream where we explained what Omega Monday was and you know what we did and all the results that we got, those of us who tried it out as an experiment. It was a successful experiment, so I'm doing it every Monday now. So today you're just gonna follow me throughout the day. You'll see everything I eat. I'm doing a couple of recipes today that I've never made before, and so you will see that later on. I've had my first meal of the day already, and you're gonna see that footage right now. Okay, so it's just gonna have a quick first meal. I am working from home today, and it's Monday, so there's urgent stuff waiting for me. And I'm just gonna have a can of water-packed sardines. I do pour the water into a couple of little dishes for the doggies. They like this little hit of sardine water. So this is I just basically put it on my plate. Couldn't be easier. I like mustard on mine. This is my favorite way to have it. I do have a sauce recipe which I'll, put down below. It's pretty popular, and if I'm not pressed for time, I make it, but, mustard is good. Now, because these are water packed, Dr. Boz says to add extra fat if you're using water packed. And her and Kelly Hogan were talking about 2 tablespoons, but just in checking the macros and stuff, I feel I'm just going to add a butter bite. This came out of I just took it out of my freezer a few minutes ago. I keep a handful of those. I'll link that below, and if you don't know how to make butter bites, they're super good. And that's it. It's all I'm doing. I'm gonna go work for a couple of hours, get that stuff past me, and I'm going to be back to show some seafood patties that will be for my lunch later. So we'll see you guys in the next segment. Okay, so that was my breakfast, and before we move on to the next meal, I do want to thank Element for sponsoring today's video. What is Element? It is a super tasty electrolyte drink that contains a science-backed formula of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. It does come in several great flavors, but if you're doing a metabolic challenge like the one that we're doing in this video, I do recommend taking a look at the unflavored electrolytes because they don't contain any types of sweeteners or other flavors. It is just the pure electrolytes. For other recipes and drinks and this hot summer we're having, these are fantastic cold. Right now, Element is offering to my viewers this 8 flavor sample pack. You can get this by purchasing anything from their website, the powder drink mixes, the sparkling waters. The website will be down below. It's drinkelement.com/ketogenicwoman. That's DRINKLMNT.com/ketogenic woman. This will be added to your cart automatically. You can share these samples with a friend or just figure out which is your favorite flavor. And thank you Element for sponsoring this video today. We are going to make, they're kind of like, I think they are fish patties. I'm going to turn them into balls, but I got this from one of the people who commented on last week's Omega Monday. And they said they fry up these seafood patties And the instructions are a little sparse, so you know, I'm going to do my best to decipher. But it is 1 can of cod livers, 1 can of sardines, and 1 can of salmon. Now, I know a lot of you have trouble getting the cod livers. Just substitute another can of some, you know, maybe canned oysters or something else. Like just substitute another can of seafood if you want to make that. 1 egg and an unspecified amount of the pork rind crumbs. So this is where the guesswork is going to come in. And then you make patties and fry them up. Those are the instructions I got. So, you know, I'm gonna do my best. I'm also gonna make a little tartar sauce to go with it. So just to make it, you know, something to dip it in. So let's start that off. I've opened up my can of salmon already. And I'm going to throw the sardines in. These sardines, they're called Mediterranean. They came with olives and other stuff on top, and I don't like them. I just take it off, and I'm also draining off the olive oil. You can keep all that. These in here. Other than that, they're good. They're little bristling sardines, which I like. And the cod livers. So originally, I was thinking I would fry these in the cod liver oil, but I don't know. I have not looked into if that's a good thing to do or not. I don't know what the smoke point is of the cod liver oil, so I'm just going to drain it off. And instead of frying in the frying pan, I've decided I'm going to use my air fryer. So let me get rid of all these cans. I also don't know how many this is going to make. I'm going to give you all the macros at the end of this day, once I figure them out. I am just mashing this all up together. Okay, that looks pretty mashed up. And I'm going to add an egg. As far as the pork rind crumbs, I'm just not really sure. I'm going to put in a 1/4 cup, see how that looks, and then I'll add more if I feel like it's going to need a little bit more. This is also going to change, you know, the amount depending on if you use these pork rind crumbs. They're they're already ground up. You buy them from Amazon or from wherever you buy them. We can't get them in grocery stores here, so I pretty much have to get them online. If you make your own pork rind crumbs, which I have often done that myself as well, the amount is going to be different because it's really hard to get them nice and powdery like the ones in here. So sometimes I end up having to use a different amount of those than what I would here with these. Hopefully that made sense. I'm going to add more because this is still pretty wet. You want to be able to roll them into balls. So another 1/4 cup. And whatever I end up using here, I will write, it will be down in the video notes as to what the amounts of these are. Okay, this looks better. I'm going to turn on the air fryer and get that going. I always cook everything at 400. I don't know why. I like it at 400. I don't know what the time will be. I'm thinking it's going to be 15 minutes. So I'll do that and start that up. I'm just going to get my little cookie scoop and make balls. So this is, I believe, 3 or 4 tablespoons, this one. You can make them any size you like, but that might change how long they take to cook. If you don't have an air fryer, you could also bake these in the oven. You could, make them any size. I don't know how long, because it's the first time I've made them, so you're on your own there. Or you can fry them in a pan, like the commenter told me to do when she commented. So I have 7 of these big ones. I did not add salt because there's already salt in the pork rinds. And I don't know how salty they're going to be. So let's see how this goes. All right, let's put them in there. While the seafood balls are cooking in the air fryer, I'm going to make just a kind of a cheater tartar sauce. And for that, I use mayonnaise. There's about 1/2 cup in here. This will be, I'll use it for other fish too. What a lot of people do when they make kind of a cheater tartar sauce is, and I used to do this too before I worried about what's in things, is you can take mayonnaise and add some relish to it, and that makes like an instant tartar sauce. That's quite good. But here, it's impossible to get a clean relish. So if you have one, or you make your own pickle relish of some kind, you know, that doesn't have all the sugar, go for it, because that's a very easy way to do it. What I do is I just mince a small pickle as best I can. That seems to do the trick. I'll probably put a little pinch of Redmond's in there. That's pretty easy. You can add other seasonings if you like. I just like it like that. It's pretty plain. We'll see you as soon as these are done, and we'll do a taste test. It is ready. Let's see. This has been 15 minutes. Oh, look at those. These look amazing. They look nice and crispy. I'm really excited. All right. I'm probably going to eat 3 or 4 of these for my meal. But let's give one a try here. Have to have some tartar sauce with it. That's about a tablespoon. Show you what it looks like inside. Oh, it's hot. I'm gonna try a little bite before I dip it.
It's hot.
I have to see if I can find that comment again and give her a thank you, because these are good. Thank you so much. These are delicious. Those are really good. Tartar sauce kind of makes it. I would serve these as an appetizer for company. I would have no hesitation at all. And you know, I mean, they know what I'm like. So you come to my house for something, you're gonna get something. You're gonna get seafood, beef, that kind of thing. It is what it is. Wait till you see the dinner. I am super excited about what I'm making for dinner later. I've never made it before either. I hope it's half as good as this, but we'll see you guys in the next segment. Okay, I'm back for making my dinner meal. I heard about this from a commenter on last week's Omega Monday. So it is from Feiji 3493. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. And this is her husband's favorite salmon recipe, and she shared it with me. And I don't know all the details, but basically it says cook bacon until it's almost cooked, then put the salmon on top, and we cook the salmon for 15 minutes and pour some cream on, and 5 more minutes in the oven. I don't know, it just sounded fantastic. So salmon just happened to be on sale. This is wild caught salmon, and this nice big piece, which there's got to be four servings here, I would think, for $20 is really good for wild caught salmon. So I was originally going to bake the bacon in the pan, in the oven, then add the salmon on top. It's a bit of a heat wave going on though, and so I have made bacon in the air fryer, and I'm just going to lay it in here. I do have more over there because this won't be enough. Here we go with the bacon, and I don't know how, you know, it's partially cooked, so there's going to be some more bacon grease coming off of that. I don't know, anytime you talk about salmon and bacon and cream together, you've got my attention. I think it's going to be delicious, even if I don't do it right. I'm trying to read between the lines of the comments. There we go, we've got our bacon layer, and the oven is on, and I'm gonna take out this giant filet. It is skin on. I like skin on. I know that not everybody does, so you could do something to take the skin off, I imagine. I don't know how to do that, and I don't need to, luckily, because I'll eat the skin. So I'm going to lay it on top, like she said. And then I'm going to do this for 15 minutes. It should be almost cooked right through. Then we will add I have some fresh dill from the garden that I'll cut up while it's baking. and then we'll add the cream, and then we'll see what we have at the end. I'm very excited about this. All right, so we're just waiting for the oven to heat up. This will bake, and we'll be back when it's done and we do the cream part. Okay, this is looking good. All right, so I am going to put some cream on it. I don't know how much. I'm gonna go with half a cup. If it looks like too much when I'm pouring it, I can always pour some back in. Yeah, maybe I just needed a quarter of a cup. I think probably that's plenty. So this is about a quarter of a cup of cream that I've put in here. I just want to say, you know, try to buy the cream that has no fillers or gums or thickeners. This has one ingredient, and that is cream. Now it's going to go back in for 5 minutes. Oh, I wanted to just put a little bit of dill on it. Just gonna tear up some of this, and a little parsley. This is fresh out of the garden. You don't have to do this. I know that some of this green stuff can be alarming. I just like a little garnish. And we'll just leave it at that. See you back here in 5 minutes. Oh boy, this looks amazing. All right, I don't know how it's supposed to be served. We have these long strips of bacon down there. Maybe I was supposed to cut it up. I don't know. You know, we'll figure it out. Let me see here. I'm just gonna kind of break it up. Oh, look at that. Let's get some of this bacon. I bet you I was supposed to cut up the bacon, although there wasn't anything in there that said that, but that, you know, to put the bacon on top might have been kind of cool. But let's just take a look at how nice that looks. Might even be something that I would serve to company, I think. This is my dinner. I'm pretty impressed with how it looks and how it smells. Let's see how it tastes. This is so good. This is just so good. I'm gonna take another bite. Maybe I'll have, well, I'm gonna eat the skin. That's really good. Thank you, Beiji3493. I owe you one. Okay, so this is the macros for the whole day. I will put individual ones down below, and I'm also down below in the video notes. I'm going to put out how I made these dishes as best I can, because they are other people's recipes and I guessed at some of it. So, you know, take that for what it is. Okay, 1,575 calories total. Now that's usually a lot higher than what I normally do on a sardine challenge or any kind of challenge, but there was a lot of extras today, like the cream and whatnot. 103 grams of protein, 138 grams of fat, 5 carbs, that comes from the cod livers, you know, and the ratios are approximately 75-25. 75% of calories from fat, 24% from protein, and then you have a little bit of carbs. So that wraps up this Omega Monday. I don't think I'm going to be hungry later for any more seafood. That will be it for my food today. And if I come up with any other good seafood recipes, or if any of you have some that you're going to share with me that I can't resist trying, you may see some more, but I'm not sure. So whatever the case, we will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.
So I am where I want to be. So I'm going to explain what we're doing today.